So you're saying to yourself, I want a microphone. Well, what kind? Well, first off, you need to decide whether you want USB or XLR. What's the difference? Well, USB plugs directly into your computer, XLR plugs into an interface. That's it. What's an interface? Well, an interface is this thing. Mic plugs in here, computer plugs in here. Then your mic goes to your computer and you can record. That's it. So which one's better? XLR. Except when it's not. You can get some really, really good USB microphones. You can get some really sketchy XLR microphones off Amazon. But by and large, XLR has a lot larger selection, which means you have the opportunity to get a much nicer microphone for lower cost with XLR, not counting the cost of the interface. So let's get an XLR microphone. Hold up. Ow. What kind of XLR microphone? See, XLRs come in a lot of different varieties of a lot of different types of microphone. And you need to select the one that's right for you. These are large diaphragm condensers. They tend to be very detailed and pick up a lot of nuance. They also pick up all the room noise and reverb. I'm talking to you on one right now, and you can hear my voice bounce off the walls. Large diaphragm condensers, whether USB or XLR, are best used in a well-treated space. If you don't have a well-treated space or a semi-well-treated space, and you're trying to do character voice work, a small diaphragm condenser might be up your alley. They're detailed, but they're very directional. So these are handy to have as well. For really noisy environments, you might consider a dynamic microphone. Dynamic microphones are not as detailed, but they reject a lot of noise. You'll hear that I sound a little bit fuzzier, but you're not hearing the echo anywhere near as much as you did in this untreated room. These are good for podcasts, interviews, narration, audiobook work, things like that. Places where you might not have a sound booth, but you want to get a better sound. They're great for streaming too. This is a ribbon microphone. How the heck did this get in here? You don't need a ribbon microphone. I mean, yeah, some people use them for audiobook work, but don't get a ribbon microphone. So to summarize, USB, easy to get hold of, cheap, easy to plug into your computer, easy to set up, not as much selection, and usually not as high a quality as XLR. Unless you get a real cheap XLR. XLR microphones, huge selection, but you have to be careful what you get. And you need an interface to run it. If you're doing character voice acting, get a large diaphragm condenser microphone. Unless your room treatment is terrible, then try a small diaphragm condenser microphone. And if you have bad room treatment and are just doing interviews and podcasts and things like that, look into a dynamic microphone.